All right, let's get into some Forbidden Door predictions. I'm gonna go through the card. Let's start off with Kyle Fletcher defending his TNT Championship against Takahashi. I think that's how you say it. Hopefully, that's how you say it. Um, it's a Forbidden Door type of match. Some of these matches aren't really, I would say, Forbidden Door matches, but this one is, and I think Kyle Fletcher retains. And Kyle Fletcher, I think, needs to hold this championship for a little bit. He's bulked up. He's putting in the work. I think he's the next star for AEW, so let him have this championship, and we'll see what's next for him. Then you got the AEW World Tag Team Championship. Hurt Syndicate defending against FTR and Brodito. I think they did this triple threat. There's rumors that Hurt Syndicate don't want to lose straight up. I don't know if that's true or not, but if I think I'm going to go FTR winning this, and I think, they pin Brodito to do it, and the Hurt Syndicate lose the championships. I think this will lead to FTR versus Adam Copeland and Christian for the Tag Team Championship at All Out, but I don't know where the Hurt Syndicate really go after this. Maybe MJF feud, but we'll see on that. But I'm going to pick FTR. Then we got, Adam Copeland and Christian Cage reuniting against Kip Sabian and Killswitch. Nick Wayne had an injury, so he could not be in this match. Wednesday on Dynamite, Christian Cage was like, we're not cool, but we, teaming up to fight this group, his old patriarchy. So, I think Adam Copeland and Christian get an easy win here, setting up to them versus FTR. TBS Championship, a four-way match. Mercedes Moné defending her TBS Championship against a CMLL woman, a STARDOM woman, and then Alex Windsor. I don't really know how to say the other two's names, but this is a Forbidden Door match, but I think, Mercedes Moné retains. She already has like 9 belts from different companies, so I think she retains here and keeps her TBS Championship. For the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, Zack Sabre Jr. defends against Nigel McGuinness. This pay-per-view's in London, so this is probably going to be the most hype match for that audience there, unless, there probably will be some American audience there. But seeing Nigel McGuinness and Zack Sabre Jr. tear it up in London's probably going to be, this might be, Nigel's last match in London, or, could be his final match ever. I don't know. He hadn't announced, his retirement match, but we'll see. I think Zack Sabre Jr. retains. I don't really see any championship, really, anybody really losing their championships here, except for, the FTR one. But, yeah, I'm going to go Zack Sabre Jr. Then we have the AEW Unified Championship. Hate the name. Don't like the look of the title either. Okada defends against Swerve. I really think Okada needs to lose this. I feel like he's not putting in the work, and he's just moving in slow motion. I would have put it on Swerve, but I think I'm going to go Okada winning, because they should have let Omega win at All In, but they didn't. So I think, Okada retains here. For the AEW Women's World Championship, you got Athena taking on Toni Storm for her belt. Athena is the ROH Women's Champion, so it's 2 champions going at it. But I think Timeless Toni Storm wins this. Athena cashed in her contract and told him when she was going to do it. Not really a good heel move, so I think she needs to lose anyways, because it's just kind of dumb. Yeah, Timeless Toni Storm picking up the win here. And then the lights out steel cage match. You got, Death Riders, Gabe Kidd, and Young Bucks taking on Darby Allin, Tanahashi, Will Ospreay, Kenny Omega, and Ibushi. I hope if this is just one cage, one ring, this is going to be a lot of people in one cage. I don't know how they're going to do it. I feel like you would have to keep some people outside the cage and just go around the arena. Not sure why this is not a blood and guts match. But yeah, and I'm guessing this is going to be the main event. I'm not really sure because it's lights out. so it's not really technically on the card. Ospreay announced on Wednesday, he needs neck surgery, and this is his final match before he gets that surgery. And apparently he is cleared to fight, so hopefully he doesn't do anything too crazy to mess up his neck even more. But I think you gotta have the good guys win here, because Death Riders are just boring. I'm tired of seeing Death Riders. And then the Young Bucks thing, where they're not EVPs anymore and they're doing comedy stuff again. I'm guessing this is gonna lead to them turning face eventually. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the good guys. Let Darby Allin pin Jon Moxley, and just let the Death Riders go on vacation for a little bit, because this is getting old. I want to talk about the AEW World Heavyweight Champion Hangman Adam Page defending against MJF, but he got goaded into cashing in his contract. But then last Wednesday on Dynamite, he had Briscoe tied up, not really tied up, but Ricochet and his group holding him, and they were going to beat him up. And he had Adam Page agreed that this was not the contract cash in this match, so he's still going to have the contract, which I think is good. I think it was a dumb heel move to get goaded in. He's always getting goaded into doing something dumb. MJF is, so I think this is good. And a DQ or a count out can lose the belt for Adam Page, so MJF could win the belt, but I think Adam Page is going to retain here. He hadn't had the championship too long, and with MJF still having the contract, it don't really hurt him. He can cash in anytime, and MJF is the CMLL heavyweight champion, and he will be taking on Mystico for that in Mexico here soon. So he's going to have probably a week or two away, I'm guessing. And I think him and Bobby Lashley, MJF and Bobby Lashley, will be feuding eventually, because he needs to. Oh, and Shelton and Benjamin, maybe there needs to be something with Hurt Syndicate, because they just kicked him out kind of randomly. So yeah, I think Adam Page wins here, and I don't know. I'm trying to think of who could be the next one to come after Hangman Adam Page. So let me know who you guys think might be the next one in line for a world championship match. And that's my predictions. Let me know your predictions down in the comments. Who you think is going to win? What match are you looking forward to? And remember to like and subscribe if you want more content like this. And I'll catch you on the next one.